Yo, what's going on guys? It's Rest. In this video, I want to go over a rocket launcher that I think you guys all should be looking out for. If you don't have a good rocket and you are trying to do the raid day one or just any other hard content in general, I definitely would recommend farming this one up and trying to craft it as soon as possible. This rocket can come with some very good rolls, and I arguably think this might be the best once we have all the perks unlocked. So if you guys enjoy and like to see more content like this, be sure to stick around and let's just jump right into it. Alright, so the rocket I'm talking about is the Red Herring. I teased this in my last video, and if you guys would like to go watch that, I'll leave the link in the description and post it in the top right. But this video is based all around this rocket launcher and why I think it's going to be really good. As you see, I've already crafted it so I can start leveling it up so I can have it in time for the raid. All right, so just looking at it starting off, it doesn't seem great or anything. That's because we don't have access to all the perks yet. But if we actually come over here and we'll just reshape the weapon, let me unequip it so you guys can see the perks that you can get on this thing, and you can get some crazy stuff. So obviously, you have your frames. I would probably just recommend velocity or reload speed just to get more DPS out. But then we come over here to the perks. Again, probably pretty much all the time recommend heart launch just for even more velocity. And then impact casing because it can roll with that to give it a little bit more damage. But enough of all that. Let's get into the actual juice. Let's get into the perks. So in this column, you have things like Fill Prep, which is arguably one of the best rocket perks in the entire game. Increases ammo resource, fast reload, stow, and ready speed when you crouch. So essentially, you crouch, you get an insane amount of reload speed, and you get even more ammo. Then in this column, you have things like Frenzy. So being in combat for an extended time increases damage, handling, and reload speed for this weapon. Obviously, the reload speed combined together, the synergy of that is going to be really good. But the Frenzy of part of this is going to be insanely good as well. Since Vorpal got nerfed on heavy weapons, Frenzy is now just overall the better damage off because you're pretty much always going to have Frenzy proc at all times anyway. You can even take things like Last Impression, which could be good, but I would honestly for this rocket recommend taking Frenzy because there's another rocket you can craft that I'm going to be making another video on, and that is 100% the one I would recommend taking Last Impression. But for this one, Frenzy is going to be your best option. Now obviously, since you can craft these, you can get enhanced perks. So if we get enhanced Fill Prep, greatly increases ammo reserve, so you're probably going to have an additional 1 or 2 rockets, and then you're also going to get improved faster reload. So now more ammo, even more reload speed, very good. Then enhanced Frenzy perk actually stays the same, but what it does is going to improve the duration of how long Frenzy can be activated. So in boss fights, this is going to be very good. If you have to run out, dip out a little bit, you can come back and you'll still have Frenzy proc. So I definitely think with enhanced Fill Prep and enhanced Frenzy, this rocket's going to be insane. Just make sure you get some velocity up and get impact casing, and you're going to have a very good rocket for day one, especially if somebody else is using Yellowhorn. Now another little added bonus is if we actually come take a look at Red Herring, it's like specific trait is pretty good. We have Psycho Hacks. The same damage from this weapon lowers the target's damage output for a short duration. So if you're just loading rockets on a boss, you're always going to have this proc, and the boss is going to be doing less damage to you, and you're normally going to be standing in a well anyway, so it's going to be really easy for you to not die to the boss shooting at you through the well and this perk being proc. I really think this rocket's going to be really good. Definitely go out, craft it as soon as possible so you can start using it, leveling up, and you can get all the perks unlocked for it. But that's what it all for me. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you guys use this rocket or are going to use something else, be sure to let me know in the comments what you're going to use. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.